Hi guys, this is Ruchi from Easy Peasy Gardening. As you can tell that hyacinths are blooming so beautifully. So today we are going to talk about how to plant hyacinth bulbs and then take care of them. I also have a video in which I bought the bulbs in water from the store, and after they finished blooming, I planted them in soil, and next year, they bloomed again. So I have put the link in the description. You can check it out. So I've got these hyacinth bulbs and they are deer resistant, so I am planting them outside. Hyacinth bulbs need to be chilled at temperatures around 55 degrees Fahrenheit for 6 weeks before they can germinate. So if you live in an area where the winter temperatures are above 60 degrees Fahrenheit, then you need to chill the bulbs in refrigerator for 6 weeks before you plant them. Only then they will germinate. I live in zone 9B and the temperatures in winters are around 55 degrees Fahrenheit or like even below that. So I don't need to chill these bulbs. I can directly plant them. I have 8 blue ones and I have 6 pink ones and I have 6 white ones. So I have dug up this hole which is about 5 to 6 inches deep, and I have put some manure blend in there. So you always want to plant them in clumps because one or two blooming, they don't look that great. So I'm going to put these 8 ones in the middle and the white ones and the pink ones on the side. So let's just get started. So you want to, like, if you look at this bulb, this is the pointed side. So you want to put the pointed side up and maybe 4 inches apart. Plant them in a sunny location in rich, loose soil, and make sure there is no water logging where you plant the bulbs, because otherwise the bulbs may rot. I mean, normally they say put the pointed side up, but even if it goes sideways or even upside down, sprouts always find a way. I'm going to just now cover it up with all the soil that I dug up. You have to be careful about one thing. So these plants, they'll sprout and then the leaves will develop, the flowers will develop, and then flowers will die and the leaves will die, and then after some time there will be no trace of any plant here. So if there are no markers around this place, you will forget that you have planted the bulbs here, and in the next season when the plants are sprouting, you don't know, you may be stepping on it and you may destroy your plants. So it is always a good idea for all these plants where they die back, in the off season, you should put a marker around it, or some stones around it, so you know where not to step in the right season. It's early February and you can see that the bulbs have started to sprout. Once they start to sprout, you have to just make sure that you water them regularly. The soil should be moist, not too wet. They shouldn't be sitting in the puddle of water. You can clearly see the leaves now, and I can also see the flower stalk developing in the middle of the leaves. The flowers have started blooming. White, purple, and this will be pink. And this one is in full sun. Interesting thing is that a few leaves come out and immediately the flower stalk comes out, and then it starts to open from the bottom, as you can see there. Wow, they look so pretty, and so many of them are blooming. The pink ones are behind, but they are catching up. I can see them almost blooming. Look at our flowers now. All of them are blooming so beautifully. And they are fragrant too. So the only thing is that because they bloom so close to the ground, when you are standing next to it, you don't smell the fragrance. But as soon as you sit next to them, you can smell it. Like right now, I'm sitting down next to them and I can smell because there's a wind blowing and I can smell it. So, the best is that you grow them in containers, and when they start to bloom, they are fully blooming, then you move the container inside. Then your whole house will be fragrant because they require a lot of sun. So you want to leave the containers outside and wait for them to bloom fully and then move them inside. So if you live in zone 10 or above and you want to plant hyacinth bulbs, you should refrigerate them 6 weeks before you want to plant them so that they can germinate. And then after they finish blooming and you start fertilizing them, and every 2 weeks with the phosphorus rich fertilizer, and when the plants actually die, then you dig the bulbs up and then you store them somewhere in a cool place, and then next year you again start the same process. If you live in zone 9 or below, then you have to just plant them once and they'll start to sprout every year, bloom, and then they'll die, but you don't have to do anything special for them. You don't have to dig them up. And stay tuned to my next video where I show you how to take care of them after they finish blooming. So I hope this video was useful to you. If you have any questions, leave a comment. I'll try to answer as soon as possible. If you like this video, press the like button, subscribe to our channel, and don't forget to share it with your friends and family. And I'll see you next time. Happy gardening. Bye.